Hi there friends, it's Cassie. Welcome back for another Trinity Stamps video. Today we are going to be sneaking a peek at the Trinity Stamps card kit called Summer Blooms. And I'm not going to show you the contents yet because this is a sneak peek, but we will jump right into making. I want to show you something you can make. So I've grabbed out the Slimline Dainty scalloped edge die and I made a frame with it. And I'm just poking out the little pieces with my pickup stick. And then I'll take a piece of pattern paper from the kit and cut this down for a slimline card. So those papers come in 9 by 6 inches, I believe, and I cut it down to 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches. So that's how I make my slimline. Now I am inking up some of the images from the stamp set using, this one is Goddess Green. And I'm going to stamp that out several times. I want to make a small scene on my slimline, so I'm going to stamp it out a bunch of times onto this piece of just white cardstock that I have. And I love how vibrant and bright that green really is, and it stamps really beautifully. So as you can see, I'm just re-inking. It looks like that stamp is a mess, but it isn't. It's stamping beautifully. And I think I'll just stamp one more, and then I'll grab out a flower and I will ink that up with some sweet petunia pink, and then we'll stamp that out about, I think, 6 times. And then when we're happy with that, we'll pull in another image and we're gonna ink that up with some marigold orange, and we'll just stamp that 3 times. So I've filled this whole paper with images. Now I'm going to pull in the matching dies and I'll tack that down with a little bit of low tack tape. And you're obviously going to have to run this through your die cutting machine several times because I have so many of those images stamped out. So it will take a little bit of time. Actually, I think the die cutting was the part that took the most time for making this card. So we'll just put down each of those matching dies, run that through the die cutting machine a bunch, and then we're going to start playing with assembly just to see where I want things. Mostly so that I know where to put my sentiment. The sentiment comes from the supporting script sentiment. It just went beautifully in the center here, so I'm going to pull that one out that says, "You make me smile." And I'll ink that up with a nice crisp black ink once I close the door of my MISTI. We'll ink it up, stamp it down, and then we can actually start doing assembly when we're ready. I'm going to take some foam tape, this is some 1/4 inch foam tape, and put that all around the edge of my frame. I love this die for that reason. So like I said, we'll just go all the way around this frame, frame it up nicely, it fits in there perfectly. And then we're not going to take any of the release paper off just yet. I am going to use this as placement before I actually put anything down. So we'll just set this on top of our panel. I love these pattern papers too. Really makes the images pop. And then we'll start assembling. So I knew what I wanted because I played around with it before, and I'm just going to use some liquid glue and start poking those little pieces behind our frame. The possibilities with this are endless. I love it. So we're going to put a couple there. We'll put a couple on the other corner, and it frames up the sentiment nicely. And those vibrant colors, oof. I haven't been feeling super great lately, so those vibrant colors just make me feel a little bit better. There is something about color. Am I right? All right, now we'll take the little orange pieces, and I'll take one and tuck them behind my leaves on each end. And then we'll take our little pink flowers and we're going to put 2 in each corner. You could pop these up with some foam tape if you wanted to make them stand out even more. But I figured our frame standing out was plenty. Plus, I have plans for those. I need them recessed a little bit. Oh, I just love all that vibrant color. And think of the floral scenes you could make with this. And this isn't even all the images. All right, so now I'm going to peel off that foam tape. I got smart with the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th piece, and I just kind of started them, then folded them. I peeled off that first one completely. That could have gone really ugly, but now I'm going to try and stick that down, kind of place it, peel it away. Thankfully, it didn't ruin my piece, but like I said, that could have gotten ugly. And then I'll peel back the rest of the pieces. And our panel is pretty much ready, so I'm going to grab a card base, and this measures 7 inches by 8.5 inches, and I'm scoring it at 3.5 inches. Just using my Trinity Teflon folders. The ergonomic one is amazing. And then I have leftover pieces. I always do that. I like to have leftovers so that I can, decorate the inside of a card, just to kind of tie in the outside to the inside. And this is just a fun way to do that. Plus, if you don't have a ton to say to your recipient, this takes up a little bit of space. So that's something to keep in mind if you are a person of few words. This might be the way to go. Just create a whole new scene on the inside. And then I'll take those flowers and stick those down. So I used every piece that I stamped. And then I do have some hanging over, and also I'll just trim off that excess from all those edges. And then I can just reinforce that fold, and I'll take that liquid glue and I'll adhere down my panel to my card base. But I can't stop there. There is a little bit of embellishments in this kit that I'm going to pull out. I'll put those into my tidy tray, and then I'm going to take my pickup stick and just place those down. I'll just, do my best to kind of figure out where I want those. They come in all different colors in there, and so I'll be pretty liberal with how I put those down, and when I'm happy with where they are, that's when I'll bring in that liquid glue, pick it up with my pickup stick, and then put those down. So that is another reason why I wanted those flowers back there, so I could put the big old gems in the centers. I thought that was so fun. And then when we're done with that, that's actually going to finish off our card for today. So I hope this gets those creative juices flowing for you on what you might be able to do with the kit, or even what might be in this kit. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And as always, I will see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.